Before daybreak, Oshite quietly left the village of Oringo, heading to the neighboring town called Umujuju. Umujuju was known for its powerful witch doctors. If anyone saw you in Umujuju, they knew you were there to get a charm, just as the village of Oringo was known for having the best cooks. Baba, Baba, Oshite shouted as she ran into the forest. What is all this shouting about this early morning? The witch doctor asked. Baba, oh, I am ruined. Ah, help me, oh, my enemies must not laugh at me, Oshite exclaimed, crying. Oshite, will you calm down and explain yourself properly to me? I can't understand anything you are saying, the witch doctor said. Baba, do you remember my favorite customer I told you about? The one I made a special charm for last month so that he would only eat my food and lose the taste of every other food, including his wife's food, Oshite asked urgently. Yes, I remember, the witch doctor replied. What happened? It happened yesterday, oh, just like usual. When he was done eating, out of the blue, he decided to pour his washing hand water away. And I saw him. I rushed to him, but before I could get to him, he had already poured out the water on the floor. Ah, Baba, I'm finished. What do I do? Oshite explained with a trembling voice. Abomination! The witch doctor shouted. You should have been more careful, Oshite. When I was giving you the charm for your business, I told you that the washing hand water must not touch the ground. You must cook with it. All of them, not even a single customer's washing hand water should be left out. You didn't play your cards well, and now you will face the consequences, the witch doctor said. Ah, Baba, I tried. I made sure I was there while everyone ate. Please, Baba, spare me, Oshite begged. I hope you understand the consequences of this, the witch doctor continued gravely. Your business will slowly start to lose customers, and soon enough, you will start to smell and even decay. But Baba, please help me. How can a cook be smelling? If I start smelling, how will I sell my food? I have come this far. I cannot stop now. Please help me, Baba, Oshite continued to plead. You know what? Go back home. Tell your workers you are sick and don't open your shop for 3 days. On the 4th day, come to my shrine. I will give you something, the witch doctor told her. Oshite thanked him and left. Mr. Amadi got up in the middle of the night to use the restroom and saw his wife praying. He was surprised, so he waited until she finished. My love, you are praying, and I've noticed you've been fasting for days. What's wrong? Mr. Amadi asked his wife, concerned. You asking me what's wrong, Amadi? Is everything fine at home? When was the last time you ate my food? Even after I expressed how I feel about you eating Oshite's food, you keep going there every day. Do you think you are doing me a favor by not eating my food at home? Mr. Amadi replied, looking worried and sad. My dear, I've been trying, but couldn't, Amadi explained to his wife. His wife couldn't understand what he was saying, so he explained further. He explained how no matter how hard he tried, he still ended up going to eat Oshite's food. He told her about the whole incident with the washing hand water. There must be something that Oshite is doing to make us go back for her food every day, Amadi concluded. This made Mrs. Amadi pray even more, and she fasted for her husband. People in the markets and beyond gossiped about the incident that happened in Oshite's shop and how she hasn't opened for days. The other cooks in the market were especially happy. They had customers now and spread malicious rumors about Oshite. That day, Amadi woke up early in the morning and asked his wife to prepare his breakfast. She was surprised because her husband hasn't eaten at home for a while. Mr. Amadi was in the kitchen cooking her husband's favorite meal and thinking to herself, God, is this a sign that my prayers over my husband are being answered? Please, God, let this be a permanent answer to my prayer. That morning, Amadi ate his wife's food and took some for lunch. Meanwhile, at Oshite's shop, customers started trooping into Oshite's shop like they normally do. But this time, they were greeted by an offensive smell. Ah, what is this smell in your shop like this? One of the customers asked Oshite, wrinkling his nose. I don't smell anything bad. Please don't scare my customers away with your complaints, Oshite replies, though she was secretly worried. Azuka also noticed the smell but kept silent. People managed to eat that first day despite complaining about the odor. However, by the third day, the smell was unbearable, and no one could come to Oshite's shop to eat. "Oshite, what's going on here? Your shop is empty. Is everything alright?" Mr. Amadi asked one day to confirm the rumor he had heard about Oshite's shop smelling. Before Oshite could respond, Mr. Amadi interrupted her. "What is the smell in your shop, Oshite? It's really bad though. Can't you smell it?" "No, I can't. I'm sorry," Oshite lied. "I can't eat here today with this smell. I can't even breathe properly," Mr. Amadi said, and he left. Soon enough, the entire market people started complaining about the heavy bad smell coming from Oshite's shop. Unable to handle it any longer, they took the matter to the king for assistance. "My king, may you live long. We are here because of Oshite's shop. Her shop has been smelling badly. People find it difficult to stay in the market. No one even patronizes her anymore. Please help us," pleaded the head of the women market. "I have heard in the rumors, but I couldn't believe it. I didn't know it was this bad," said the king. Concerned, he immediately sent for Oshite to report to the palace. Message was sent to Oshite, but she refused to honor the invitation. The smell was too much, so she stopped going to the market entirely. After a week, she noticed her body was starting to decay. She cried out and ran to the chief priest in Umujuju. But even the chief priest chased her away because of the smell. Oshite was confused and didn't know what to do, so she ran to the king's palace to confess and beg for forgiveness and ask for help. People gathered around the king's palace to hear the almighty Oshite confess to her crimes. "Please, oh, my people, forgive me and help me. My body is beginning to decay. I'm sorry for what I did," Oshite begged. The people clamored for her to confess. "Confess, confess, you evil woman," they all said. And then she started. "When I started my cooking journey, I wanted to be the best in the village and the neighboring town. I tried using just my cooking skills, but it wasn't working. So I went to Umujuju to get charms to make my business number one in town. I was instructed to use my customers' washing hand water to cook and not let even a single one drop on the floor." "Hey, abomination!" the people shouted. Oshite continued. "But one day, one of my customers threw away his washing hand water, and this is the consequence. Please forgive me and save me from decaying," Oshite begged. The people started spitting at her and throwing stones at her. Amadi and his wife were also there. They just shook their heads, and Amadi cried out as he thought of eating food made from dirty water gotten from people's hand washing. The villagers were so annoyed, but the king spoke up. "Oshite, you are a talented cook. Your food is delicious. Why did you have to do this?" the king asked, disappointed. Oshite, with tears in her eyes, replied, "Because I wanted to be the best. I wanted to be the richest businesswoman selling food in the village. I'm sorry, oh, please forgive me." That is greed. Your greediness has brought this upon you. You could have become the best cook in the village in a good way, but your greed led you here, the king said, angry. From that day on, Oshite was banished from the village of Oringo and never allowed to return. The rumor of using customers' wash hand water spread around the village like wildfire. These evil actions opened the eyes of the villagers to be more careful about what they eat. Though the food business in the market was affected, it ultimately led to a positive change. And that concludes this amazing story. Remember, in this world, there are many evil people. When it comes to food, be very careful, especially if you eat outside. Always ensure that the place you eat from is a genuine place, and remember to pray before your meals. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Until next time, bye.